Tigers newscast, and this is general announcements. Starting Monday through Saturday is the junior varsity Knox County basketball tournament. On Tuesday, there's a varsity girls and boys basketball game against Knox at home. On Wednesday, there will be an FCCLA meeting in Mrs. Ketchum's room. On Friday, there's a varsity basketball game at Paris, the junior high dance at 4 p.m., and FCCLA will be delivering their chocolate-covered strawberries. Publications will begin selling yearbooks in the mornings before school. Yearbooks are $35 each. Have a nice week.
This is Tiger Trivia. My name is Kennedy Sapp, and this time I'm gonna ask them what a phrase means. Is everybody ready? Ready. Okay. So, what does "don't put all your eggs in one basket" mean?
Like, don't celebrate something before it happens. Don't anticipate that something's gonna happen.
Yes. 1 point for Hannah. Okay. What does it mean to beat around the bush? Rebecca.
Procrastinate.
Yes. Good job. Point for you. Okay. What does it mean to cut somebody some slack? Gage.
Oh, okay. So to like lay off a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. What does under the weather mean?
Sick.
Yes. And then what does it mean to hit the sack?
Good or bad.
Yes. Okay, there's a tie, so we'll be back. Okay, this is our tiebreaker. Are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What does it mean to be stabbed in the back?
Betrayed.
I have to say your name before you answer.
Why? I knew my thingy went off.
No, it
Her
didn't.
thingy went off.
Yes.
So we have to cut that.
Okay, now I have to ask the Aussie lady. Go ahead and check your bid. This is from Carter's, Ariot's, and Hayden's. And what inspired this outfit? They were clean clothes. Okay, this week for Fit Check, I'm with Tate Richmond. Go ahead and check your fit, Tate.
This pullover is from Coach Austin, my pants are from Kohl's, and my shoes are from Dick's.
Okay, and what inspired your outfit today?
Coach Austin.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Mason Trimby,
I'm Sean Schroeder.
and this is Senior Spotlight. Today we're here with our good friend Bryn Elmer. We're going to ask her about what it's like being a senior. So, Bryn, what has been your favorite part of high school?
Going on trips and getting cool experiences like going to Hawaii with the band.
Interesting. What's been your least favorite part of high school?
Waking up every morning and studying in online classes for long periods of time.
Interesting.
What plans do you have for after high school?
I plan on attending the University of Missouri and going into pre-nursing.
Fascinating. What do you fear about transitioning into adulthood?
Failing.
And what advice do you have for the younger grades?
Use personal hygiene and don't procrastinate on homework.
Well, that was Senior Spotlight. I'm Mason Trimby.
I'm Sean Schroeder.
Signing off. Hi, I'm Mason Trimby.
I'm Sean Schroeder.
And this is Senior Spotlight. Today we have our friend here, Hannah, and we're going to ask her about what it's like to be a senior. So Hannah, what's been your favorite part of high school?
I think my favorite part is being able to play the sports and play softball.
Very intriguing. What's been your least favorite part of high school?
I think getting up and having to start class at 8 o'clock.
What are your plans for after high school?
I plan to go to Northwest and study elementary education.
What is something you fear about transitioning into adulthood?
I think having to do things on my own and not being able to call my mom to do it because we're going to be 3 hours away.
And what advice do you have for younger grades?
Walk on your side of the hallway and park in your spot.
Well, that was Senior Spotlight. I'm Mason Trimby.
I'm Sean Schroeder.
Signing off.
Hello, and welcome to this week's segment of Teenage Teacher, and we're with our secretary, Lisa. So, how old were you in this picture, and what year was it taken?
I was a teenager, and I don't remember, so I'm not going to tell you.
All right, that's fair. What were you feeling in this picture?
Let's see, it was a yearbook assembly that we used to do, and I was just being my goofy self.
It'd be like that. What is your favorite thing about this picture?
It was just a fun time. So enjoy high school while you have a chance.
So anything else you want to share about this picture?
No. And it wasn't just me in there, there was 3 of us doing it, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm Mason Trimby.
I'm Sean Schroeder.
And this is our friend, Elsie Kiger. and she is the Missouri State Fair Queen. And I'm going to ask her about what it's like to be that. How did you acquire your title?
I ran for Scotland County Fair Queen in the beginning of July, and then that qualified me for State Fair Queen in the beginning of August.
What comes into being a fair royalty?
To prepare mainly, I had to do a speech or talent. Speech had to be under 2 minutes, and then I had to learn like how to do evening gown walk and prepare for that, and then I had a 10-minute interview.
Were you motivated by scholarships to get this title?
That was a factor, but my cousin was a State Fair Queen in 2010, and that's really why I wanted to do it. So the scholarships were good too.
So, would you recommend that other women working in agricultural fields try and become the State Fair Queen?
I think yeah, because it's a really good way to advocate for agriculture and get your name out the door so people higher up in the agriculture industry know who you are.
Have you had a similar rank in other types of events?
Yeah, I've won 4-H Princess, 4-H Queen, and Scotland County Fair Teen Miss, I think.
And other than a scholarship, are there any particular types of treatment or perks that come with being Fair Queen?
State Fair Queen actually got a $500 jewelry gift card at Bushell's Jewelry in Sedalia, so that was a pretty good perk.
Is there anything else you haven't mentioned that you've learned from getting this position?
If you're talking to people, you don't always necessarily need to be talking about agriculture. Just holding your title and speaking to them and having a normal conversation is just as good.
Well, thank you for your time. I'm Mason Trimby.
I'm John Schroeder.
Signing off. This is our good friend Emma Harvey, and she is Missouri's Beef Queen. And we're going to ask her about what it's like to be the Beef Queen. How did you acquire your title?
In November, I filled out an application and submitted a resume to the Missouri Cattlemen's Association, and then in January, I went to a Missouri Cattlemen's Convention and competed against other girls my age in the agricultural business, and gave a 15-minute interview and an 8-minute speech.
Interesting. What comes into becoming the Beef Queen?
Basically, I just have to make appearances at different agricultural events.
Fascinating. And were you motivated by scholarships to get this title?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it wasn't just all about scholarships, because the scholarships were nice, but it wasn't just about that.
So would you recommend that other women in agricultural fields try for the title of Beef Queen?
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to really understand the pasture-to-plate process.
And have you had a similar rank in other types of events?
Not really. This is the first.
So are there any particular types of treatment or perks that come with this title?
When I won, I got a $5,000 scholarship, and then just getting to meet other people in the agriculture business is cool.
And is there anything that sticks out that you've learned from the process of getting this title?
Well, I've only had the title for about a month, so not yet.
Well, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Mason Trimby,
I'm John Schroeder.
and today we're going to be interviewing state royalty about being state royalty. Today we have Zeta Ketchum here, and so what is your title?
I'm the Missouri Scimitar Queen.
Interesting. So how did you acquire your title?
I've been in the Missouri Junior Scimitar Association for a couple of years now, and I've been active. I've been to national, regional shows, and I've participated in their events at the state fair.
What kind of work comes into being the scimitar queen?
Well, since it's mainly organization based, they want to make sure you're active and they can that you're going to show up and participate. But at the state fair in August, I went and just gave a speech. There was a couple other girls my age, and then we voted when we were voting for our board.
Fascinating. Were you motivated by scholarships to get this title?
No, there was no scholarships in this.
And would you recommend that other women join this organization and try to get such a title?
Yeah, I think you can do it not just in the Scimitar Association, but mainly all of the breeds that they offer the organizations, and it's a good title to have.
And have you had any similar title in past events?
I was the 4-H queen.
Are there any special treatments or perks that come with this position?
Not really, but I do get to go to all of the main shows, whether they're during school or not. So I have to have an excuse for that and leave.
Interesting. Is there anything that sticks out to you that you've learned in your time to get this position?
Yeah, how fast I have to have this. There's a princess and she's maybe 6 or 7. I've got to get her out of the gate a lot of the times when cows start to run.
Well, thank you for your time.